You want success. You want greatness. You want to stand at the top and look down at everything you've conquered. Then it's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to stop hoping and start doing. The top isn't reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It's reserved for the relentless, the disciplined, and the ones who will not quit. And that's you. You're sitting at the bottom right now. But that's not where you have to stay. You might be struggling. You might be frustrated. But hear me. Your circumstances do not define your potential. You've got what it takes to rise. The only thing that stands between you and the top is the decision to get started, to put in the work, to keep going when everyone else is quitting. The top is not easy to reach. It's for the fighters. It's for those who get knocked down and then rise again and again. It's for the ones who don't just show up for the hype, but show up every single day, no matter what. You've got to be willing to go through the grind. You've got to put in the hours, face the setbacks, battle the distractions. And let me tell you something, there will be times when it gets hard, when you feel like you can't go any further. But in those moments, you've got to dig deeper. You've got to tap to that fire inside you and push through, because nobody is going to hand you success. The people who make it to the top are the ones who stay consistent when others fade out. They're the ones who don't stop, even when it seems impossible. You're not waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. It's time to make moves, to build habits that will get you closer to your goals every single day. So ask yourself right now, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to go through the pain, the struggle, and the sacrifice to reach that peak? Because the top is waiting, but it's not just going to be handed to you. You've got to earn it. And the only way to earn it is by putting in the work, staying disciplined, and never quitting. It's time to rise. Get to the top. The top is for the relentless. Success isn't reserved for the lucky or naturally gifted. It's for those who are relentless, disciplined, and unwilling to quit no matter the obstacles. Your circumstances don't define your potential, no matter where you are right now. Your current situation doesn't determine your future. Your potential is limitless if you're willing to work for it. Embrace the grinding. Reaching the top is hard and requires continuous effort. It's about showing up every single day, doing the hard work, and not backing down when it gets tough. Push through setbacks. You will face obstacles and tough times. When that happens, you need to dig deeper, find your inner strength, and keep pushing forward instead of giving up. Consistency over high-peak success at the top is built on consistency, not temporary excitement. It's about putting the effort day after day, even when it feels difficult or when others give up. The price of success reaching the top requires sacrifices, hard work, pain, and persistence. You must be ready to pay that price to earn your place at the top and achieve your dreams. Would you like me to elaborate on any of these points? Success is not a game of chance. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity to fall into your lap. The top is not reserved for the lucky. the fortunate, or the people who are born with natural talents. The top is reserved for those who are relentless, those who never stop, who don't accept defeat, and who are willing to grind day in and day out, no matter what. When you look at successful people, you often see the final product, the success, the fame, the accolades, and the rewards. What you don't see are the late nights, the sacrifices, the struggles, the grind. You don't see. You look at the hours spent working their craft when no one else was watching, the times they felt like quitting but chose to keep pushing. You don't see the failures they faced, the doubters they silenced, or the times they had to dig deep and find the courage to keep moving forward when every part of them wanted to give up. This is where the real battle is won. The battle of resilience. Relentlessness isn't about never experiencing failure. It's about not letting failure stop you. It's about seeing every setback as a setup for a comeback. It's about viewing obstacles as challenges to overcome, not as signs to quit. When things get tough, that's when you've got to push even harder. That's when you've got to show up. Even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one else believes in you, even when you're not seeing immediate results. The top is for those who embrace the grind, who stay committed to their goals, and who outwork everyone around them. It's for those who can take the hits, who can stand up when they're knocked down, and who keep going even when they feel like they're giving all they have. This isn't about talent. It's about persistence, determination, and a refusal to quit. Those who reach the top are not those who are blessed with some kind of supernatural gift. They are the ones who are consistent. They are the ones who are unshakable in their belief in their own potential. They are the ones who refuse to let anything, no matter how difficult, how painful, or how discouraging, get in the way of their pursuit of greatness. If you want to get to the top, you have to embody that relentless drive. You need to be the one who shows up when others are sleeping. You need to be the one who does the work even when it feels like no one is watching. You need to be the one who refuses to settle for anything less than the best. And most importantly, you need to be the one who keeps moving forward no matter what. This is your path. The top is waiting for you. But it's not going to be handed to you. You have to earn it. You have to fight for it. You have to be relentless no matter how hard it gets. Because only those who refuse to give up, who refuse to quit in the face of adversity, will ever see their dreams realized at the top. The top isn't for the lucky. It's for the relentless. And if that's who you are, then nothing can stop you from reaching it. Where you are right now is not where you have to stay. Your current situation, no matter how tough it seems, does not define your future. So many people are caught in the trap of believing that their circumstances are a reflection of their potential. But that's simply not true. You are not stuck. The reality is that your circumstances are temporary, but your potential is limitless. Every obstacle, every struggle, and every challenge you face is nothing more than a stepping stone towards the greatness that lies ahead. It's all a matter of how you view it. Too many people allow their current reality to shape their mindset, making them believe that their present situation is all they'll ever achieve. Maybe you're facing financial hardship. Maybe you're dealing with personal struggles, or maybe you're stuck in a job that doesn't fulfill you. But none of that matters. What truly matters is how you respond. Your circumstances may be difficult, but they don't determine who you will become. It's your mindset, your decisions, and the actions you take that define your potential and your ability to create the future you want. You have to stop allowing external factors to dictate your path. Whether you were born into wealth or poverty, whether you have the support of others or you're on your own, it doesn't matter. Your potential is not limited by the things around you. It's limiting your dream. It's limited only by the way you think and the actions you take. If you believe that where you are right now is where you'll always be, you've already lost the battle. But if you believe that your current situation is just the starting point, just the foundation from which you can build something greater, then you're already on the right track. It's easy to fall into the trap of victimhood, to look at the obstacles in front of you and feel like they're insurmountable. But the truth is, every great person, every successful individual has had to face challenges that seemed impossible at the time. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to see beyond the present circumstances. Instead of seeing the struggle as a roadblock, you need to see it as part of the process. These challenges are preparing you for the success you've been working toward. They're sharpening your character, building your resilience, and teaching you valuable lessons that will ultimately help you rise higher. You must break free from the idea that your circumstances are permanent, no matter where you start. You have the power to change your trajectory. It's about taking responsibility for where you are and deciding that you will not stay stuck. You may not have control over every situation, but you always have control over how you react to it. How you respond to adversity will shape the course of your life. If you choose to let your circumstances define you, you'll always be held back. But if you choose to rise above them, if you choose to see beyond the present and focus on what you can become, you'll unlock your full potential. It's time to stop letting the past or the present hold you back. You are capable of so much more than you realize. The only thing standing between you and the future you desire is your willingness to believe you can create a new reality. If you can change your mindset and believe that your circumstances are temporary, then you've already won half the battle. From there, it's just a matter of taking action every single day, no matter how small this may seem. So, let go of the limiting belief that your current situation is your final destination. If you can believe that there's more waiting for you, if you can hold on to the vision of where you want to go and refuse to be held down by your present reality, then you're already on a path to greatness. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You are not defined by your circumstances. You are defined by what you decide to do next. Your potential is limitless And it's time to stop living as if you're defined by your current situation. You are capable of far more, and you have everything inside you to rise above and achieve what you've always dreamed of. Reaching the top is not a one-time event. It's a process, a journey, and a commitment to the grind every single day. People often get caught up in the idea of an easy, smooth path to success. But the truth is that the top is earned through sweat, sacrifice, and relentless effort. There's no shortcut to greatness. No easy route. The real path to the top is paved with hard work, discipline, and an unwavering determination to keep pushing forward no matter what comes your way. The grind is where you build the character, resilience, and skills that you need to succeed. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the things that others are unwilling to do. Going the extra mile when everyone else is stopping. It's about putting in the hours when no one is watching and doing the work even when you don't see immediate results. That's what separates the great from the average. While others are waiting for the perfect opportunity or for motivation to strike, you're putting in the work, building your future with every action you take. The grind is where your true character is forged. It's easy to show up when things are going well, when everything is flowing smoothly, and when the applause is there. But that's not where real success is built. The real test comes when things get tough, when the setbacks hit, when the pressure mounts and it feels like nothing is going your way. That's when you've got to push even harder. That's when the grind is at its most important. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're exhausted, even when everything inside you wants to quit. You have to learn to love the grind, to embrace the discomfort that comes with it in your dream. It's not going to be fun all the time, and that's okay. In fact, it's necessary. Without the grind, you don't grow. Without the grind, you don't build the resilience to handle the challenges that success brings. Without the grind, you won't have the tools, the mindset, and the discipline to stay at the top once you get there. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you're willing to show up day after day, relentlessly pursuing your goals, even when the results aren't immediate. The grind also teaches you the power of consistency. Consistency is what wins in the long run. It's not about bursts of effort followed by long periods of rest. It's about showing up every single day, doing the little things that others overlook, making incremental progress toward your goals, no matter how small it might seem at the time. Success is built in the daily habits you create. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a brick that adds to the foundation of your future. Every day you choose to work hard, to push yourself, to stay focused, you are getting closer to the top. And let's be clear, the grind doesn't mean working endlessly without rest or taking care of yourself. It's about being disciplined enough to manage your energy, staying committed to the process while also knowing when to recover. It's about working smarter, not just harder. The grind is about finding balance, Putting in the effort needed to get to the top while also being strategic about your approach. It's about knowing that you don't have to do everything at once, but doing the most important things consistently with focus and purpose. There will be days when the grind feels like too much. There will be moments when you want to quit, when the weight of the work feels unbearable. But here's the truth. It's on those days, in those moments, when your commitment is tested. If you give up when it gets hard, if you stop because it's difficult, you will never make it to the top. The grind is about pushing through those tough moments, pushing through the fatigue, the doubt, and the fear. It's about finding strength in the struggle, knowing that every ounce of effort is getting you closer to where you want to be. In the end, the grind is not something to fear. It's something to embrace, something to be grateful for. Because the grind, the hard work, the sacrifice is what transforms you into the person who is capable of handling success. It's what builds the foundation for a lasting, sustainable achievement. If you're willing to put in the work, stay consistent, and keep pushing, the top is within reach. The grind is not a punishment. It's your path to greatness. Our life has a way of throwing obstacles in your path when you least expect it. You can plan, you can prepare, and you can set your sights on the top, but nothing guarantees an easy ride. Challenges are inevitable. There will be setbacks, moments where you feel like giving up, and times when everything seems to be falling apart. But these are the moments that will determine whether you make it to the top or not. This is where most people fail because they get stuck in the struggle. They let the pain and adversity take them down. But the ones who succeed, the ones who rise to the top, are the ones who know how to handle setbacks, who see them not as an end, but as a part of the journey, a part of the process. The key is not to avoid adversity, because that's impossible. The key is how you handle it. It's easy to feel defeated when things don't go according to plan. It's easy to get discouraged when you face challenges. But this is where you build your strength, your resilience, and your character. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to sharpen your skills. When you face adversity, you have two choices. You can either let it break you, or you can use it as fuel to drive you forward. It's not about avoiding the hard times. It's about learning how to thrive in them. The people who make it to the top aren't those who have never failed or faced hardship. They're the ones who learned how to rise after every fall. They didn't let setbacks define them. They didn't let them stop their momentum. They kept going, no matter how difficult things got. And that's the difference between those who reach the top and those who don't. Success is built on resilience. It's built on the ability to pick yourself up after a failure, learn from it, and keep going. You need to develop the mindset that setbacks are not the end of the road. They're just a detour. Life will knock you down, but the key is to get back up every time. It's about refusing to stay down, refusing to let circumstances dictate your future. Every time you get knocked down, it's a test of your will, your determination, and your commitment to your goals. Do you have the strength to stand back up? Can you push through the pain, the doubt, and the frustration? Because that's what separates those who make it from those who don't. The ability to rise after every setback. This mindset is crucial. Setbacks will come, and they will challenge you in ways you never imagined. But when you face them head on, when you embrace the struggle and learn from it, you'll come out stronger on the other side. These are the moments that will build your mental toughness. They will strengthen your resolve. You'll become more resourceful, more creative, and more focused. Every obstacle you overcome is another step closer to the top. The harder the challenge, the greater the reward when you push through. But it's not just about resilience in the face of challenges. It's about persistence. You can't stop at the first setback. You can't quit because things didn't go your way. When you're chasing your dreams and striving for success, the road will be filled with challenges. You need to keep moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers, even when you're not sure how things will turn out. The key is to stay persistent. Keep taking small steps, even when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And here's another truth: setbacks can often lead to breakthroughs. Sometimes the best opportunities come from the most difficult situations. It's easy to see adversity as a barrier, but often it's the catalyst for growth and innovation. You may have to pivot, change your approach, or step out of your comfort zone, but it's in these moments that you'll discover new strengths, new ideas, and new paths to your goals. What seems like a setback today might just be the opportunity you've been waiting for. When you can approach setbacks with this mindset, seeing them as part of the journey, learning from them, and using them to fuel your progress, you will develop a strength that is unmatched. You'll build a foundation of mental toughness that will carry you through any challenge. The road to the top is never smooth, but those who can embrace the struggles, persist through the setbacks, and keep moving forward will eventually reach their destination. Success doesn't come to those who quit when it gets tough. It comes to those who have the courage to keep going, who have the resilience to rise after every fall, and who use every setback as an opportunity to grow. It's about understanding that the tough times are not the end. They're just part of the process. And when you embrace that truth, nothing can stop you from reaching the top. Achieving success, reaching the top, and becoming the best version of yourself is a journey that demands perseverance, commitment, and an unwavering belief in your potential. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It's not for those who are looking for shortcuts, for those who expect things to be handed to them without the work, without the sacrifice, without the blood, sweat, and tears. No. The top is for those who are ready to put in the effort, to endure the grind, and to push through the moments of doubt and struggle. Along the way, you will face challenges. You will encounter setbacks, and you will have moments when it feels like the world is against you. But here's the truth: these struggles, these obstacles are not barriers. They are part of the process. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson that shapes your character, builds your resilience, and teaches you what you are truly made of. The path to the top is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, obstacles, and detours. But if you are willing to stay the course, if you are willing to embrace the grind, and if you are willing to push through the tough times, then you will rise. The top is not for those who wait for things to happen. It's for those who make things happen. It's for those who show up every day with a relentless focus on their goals, with the unwavering commitment to do whatever it takes to achieve them. The journey is not about talent. It's about consistency, about doing the right things day after day, even when no one is watching. It's about pushing yourself to new limits, about expanding your comfort zone, and about taking action when others are sitting back and waiting for the perfect moment. You are the architect of your own future. You are the one who decides what you're capable of. If you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to stay disciplined and focused on your vision, then nothing can stop you from reaching the top. Success is not just about achieving external goals. It's about becoming the person who is capable of handling that success. It's about developing the mental toughness, the resilience, and the character that will allow you to sustain success once you reach it. Reaching the top is not just about winning. It's about becoming the type of person who can handle the challenges that come with it and continue to rise even higher. Remember, no one gets to the top by accident. No one becomes great without paying the price, without making sacrifices, without showing up when others don't. The people who make it to the top are the ones who are willing to do what others won't. They're the ones who are willing to take the hits, who are willing to stay in the fight, and who are willing to keep going even when things get tough. They don't stop when it hurts. They keep going. They don't quit when they fail. They get back up and keep moving forward. They don't give up. They rise. The truth is, reaching the top isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. The top is reserved for the relentless, the determined, the ones who refuse to quit no matter how hard things get. You will face obstacles, but it's not about avoiding them. It's about how you respond. The challenges you face will shape you, but they do not define you. Your response to adversity is what will define your success. When you keep pushing forward despite the struggles, when you keep striving for your goals, even when the road is tough, that's when you earn your place at the top. As you move forward on your journey, understand that success is not a destination. It's a continuous journey. It's about evolving, growing, and constantly pushing the limits of what you thought was possible. It's about knowing that the pursuit of greatness doesn't end when you reach the top. Once you get there, you'll have new challenges to face, new heights to climb, and new goals to achieve. Your dream. But you'll be ready because you built the resilience, the discipline, and the mindset that will carry you through. Every single day is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to take one more step towards your goals. It's an opportunity to show up, to put in the work, and to take control of your future. The road to the top is paved with effort, persistence, and a refusal to quit. It's not an easy road, but it's the road that leads to greatness. And you are more than capable of walking it. If you're ready to get to the top, if you're ready to rise above the obstacles and push through the challenges, then it's time to make that commitment. It's time to stop waiting for the right moment and start creating it. It's time to take action. It's time to get serious about your dreams, to work for them with everything you've got, and to never ever give up. The top is waiting for you. It's waiting for those who are willing to put in the work. It's waiting for those who refuse to settle for anything less than their best. It's waiting for those who are ready to rise, to fight, and to conquer. Are you ready to take that step? Are you ready to rise to the challenge? The top is not far. If you're willing to do what it takes to reach it, get ready. It's time to make your move. It's time to step up, to take control, and to start your journey toward the top. You've got what it takes. All that's left to do is to believe in yourself, to take that first step, and to keep moving forward. One step at a time, no matter what. Your success, your future, your greatness, it's all in your hands. So get to the top, because that's where you belong.